Hello YouTube, and welcome to another little mini update video just explaining why I've not been uploading videos properly the last week and a half. Been quite busy with uni work, and that's my final dissertation thing, so woohoo, finally finished. Second thing was the sound decided to stop working on my PC. Now I don't know what exactly the issue was because my brother sorted it out, and I have no idea like with technical words and stuff. And something along the lines of my antivirus software thought that the Windows audio service, if anyone's ever heard of that, because my brother never had, and the people he works with never had, apparently thought that my antivirus apparently thought that that was a virus, and so it decided to stop sound from working. So I had to completely reinstall Windows, and I've had to completely reinstall all my stuff to get everything back to how it was. So that's taken me a couple of days, and now I'm back, and I'm actually using Shadowplay to record instead of DxTory, just to see what that's like, because I probably should have been using that from the start, but you know, here we go. So right after this video I'm going to start recording some Hobbit stuff, so you'll be expecting that the day after this video gets uploaded. I'll probably try to do some plot reviews as well, because I know people love plot reviews. And the list is quite high, and I've also just wanted to show you guys these trees that I've been working on. So I'm planning on doing a little, just ignore that, planning on doing a little Conquest tree repository, and once LD Modern gets all the necessary textures, I might be doing some LD Modern versions of these trees. They'll be exactly the same, because modern trees, medieval trees, trees are trees. This is why I like doing landscape and natural stuff, because whether it's modern or medieval, it just works. It's a bit nice. So I've got, you know, some nice small trees, some nice big trees. This is my favourite. I don't know why. I just love that tree. You know, I've just found a big list on the internet, and it just goes down. It's got little pictures of the trees and the names. This is my second favourite. A lot of people like the beech tree. Still not completely finished with this one, and if you recognise this tree, this is from my horse chestnut tree tutorial. I've just revamped it a little bit. Got a copper beech tree and my first pine over there. It looks weird, but the type of pine tree that it is, if you Google it, it does look weird. So you know, it's just, that's not just me being a weird person. This is not a cherry blossom tree as well. This is a crab apple tree, and the leaves were sort of a reddy pink, so a mix between those and the orange ones over there. But I kind of went for these in the end. And we've got our first little small willow tree as well. So my first video in nearly 2 weeks, and what happens? An interruption. Of course, it wouldn't be a comeback to Minecraft recording without an interruption. Now, where were we? Talking about trees, and I was just showing off this little interesting willow tree going on. What I was about to say is I've really been working on trying to get a lot of light to pass through. So what I mean by that, if I turn shaders off, it doesn't actually affect when you have shaders on. If I turn shaders off, you can see how it's dark here because of where the leaves are, obviously, and it doesn't let light through. But if you use the cobble walls or the fences, light can still pass through them. So you get these little breaks of light, and I've done it for quite a few of the trees, except for the two down the bottom. So it'll be easier to show you exactly what I mean. So you see how this is one much darker here underneath than, say, this one, and the leaves, you know, it looks like they've got pretty much the same amount of leaves. So it's still dark under there, which is to be expected because there's a lot of leaves and shade and stuff. But as you can see, you've still got these really dark patches. This one isn't actually too bad. You see, I've got like squares of light that come through to give it off. And the reason I'm doing this is if people start to use these type of trees in world painter packs and stuff like that, and you make forests with them, the forests will be really dark, and that's something that I don't really want. So go away, Skype. You know, I want the forests to be realistic and quite light underneath. It's only if you're going to have a really dense one that the leaves overcross each other and stuff like that. That's when it'll be dark. So yeah, that's what I've really been working hard to do. Let me just go sort this out. So yeah, it's, well, kind of at the end of the video now. So yeah, I was saying, I'm doing this little Conquest pack. I've still got a long way to go. The way I'm doing the trees, by the way, is just alphabetical down that list that I was on about. can't really remember the name of the website or anything. It's just I typed in like list of trees and like English trees and stuff like that, and I came up with this list. Some of the trees on the list aren't even English. Some of them I have skipped. We've even got like bushes in there, but you know, I'm not too sure about that. Some trees I've skipped because you can't really do them because you need white leaves or you need something else that you don't have in Conquest. Going through alphabetically, and we're up to Crack Willow. I think the next one I was going to do was a Douglas Fir. Douglas Fir trees are 65 meters tall. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Don't know if I've already said this. I'm pretty sure that's what I was about to say before I got interrupted. So, this is the height of a average Douglas Fir tree, 65 meters tall. And as you can see, in Minecraft terms, that's huge. That's absurdly big. So I'm trying to like scale these trees down to match Minecraft, because Lenta Breezer's trees obviously were brilliant. That's what's inspired most people to get into trees. Definitely inspired me to start looking at trees and stuff. But his trees were insanely big. They were either to scale or bigger than larger scale in some cases. So I'm trying to do like a nice shaped tree, but scale it down a little bit. So for example, like these trees I think were like between 25 and 30 meters, and I've lowered them so that they're about 18 to 20 roughly, these trees blocked high. That one's obviously a bit taller, that might be about 30. That one I think was 40 blocks, this pine tree at the back. So that gives you a sense of the scale, and it works out a lot better in Minecraft terms. If you have buildings next to these, they're not going to look overpowering and strange. Because if you have like a small normal medieval house, maybe that's about what, 10 blocks high. You just get a material and just go up 10 blocks, 1, 2, 3. You have that, and then you have like another floor of 3, maybe a 4th block, and then you start doing your roof. So if it's 5 block wide, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that might be like the height of a normal average medieval house. And you can see next to that tree, that's quite well scaled. That's quite nice. The tree's roughly 3/4 in size to the house, or the house is, yeah, you get what I mean. The same for pine trees. Another thing with Lenta Breezer trees is when you use pine trees in mountains, because of the height limit and stuff with Minecraft, the pine trees really dominated the mountains and were sometimes as tall as the mountains, which obviously is a bit ridiculous. It depended on how you use the trees, of course. I'm sure people who are good at World Painter manage to get around that problem. But that's why I'm like scaling the trees down and keeping them at a nice height like this. I think the biggest tree that I'm probably going to be doing, I don't really want to go higher than 50 meters. That's probably how tall this one's going to be. This one's probably going to be between 40 and 50, and that at the moment is 60. That's just, you know, giving me an idea of how much space I've got to play with. But if you want to see tutorials on these trees, they won't be exact how-to tutorials, and if you look at some of my other tree tutorials, there'll be a little bit more like that, where I done like, oh, so you're going to start off with this. It's more like how-to videos, like how to do it, rather than a specific block by block tutorial, because I tried those. They were boring to make, long to make, boring to watch, so I will never be doing those again. But I think what I might try and do is, if I can get these schematic files off Lord Dakar himself, is for each like sort of small tree tutorial I do, I will put up the schematic of each tree, and then once you've watched all the videos and collected all the trees, you have your own repository pack. And then when I've actually completed the repository pack, I'll upload it to PMC. I'm not going to do like updates or anything like that for you guys to download. It's just going to be one big final download when I eventually finish. But I'm pretty sure there was about 50 trees on this list, and we've done 13 so far. So we've got quite a long way to go. That's it for this little update video of why I've not been uploading videos properly. I know I've still been uploading, but they've been recorded like months ago. Straight after this, I'll be recording a Hobbit video that'll be uploaded tomorrow. Then I'll be doing some plot reviews. I'll probably upload it the next day. How-to videos, tutorials. Might get a tree tutorial out in the next week or so. And now that uni's out the way, I will be going back to Lake Town, and I'm debating, do you guys want to see the Western thing carried on? Because I don't know. I really don't know about that plot anymore. It's just the terrain is just so rare, and the space that I've got to build. It's just I might do it on a PP plot. I might just make a small western town and make it just a town with no sort of surrounding cliffs and caves and all the stuff that I was originally planning. It's going to take too long, and it's going to be too open, too spacious, too boring in general. So I might revamp the let's build a Wild West town on a PP plot. That sounds like a good idea? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see in the next couple of weeks, because I'll have a lot of time on my hands and I'm going to be recording like crazy. So that's it for this video. If you've enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.